you're constantly trying to keep the peace, make everyone happy, and feel responsible for how other people feel. You're always trying to please everybody else at the expense of yourself, then this video is for you. Welcome to Life Journey with Leone. Here we talk honestly about healing, self-acceptance, and learning to choose yourself without guilt. For years, I relied on other people's approval to feel okay about myself. Everything I did was geared around how people were reacting to me and me questioning myself, and had I done something, had I said something. If someone was unhappy or distant or disappointed, I assumed I had done something wrong. I believed that being liked meant being worthy. My whole worthiness and self-validation or validation actually came from outside of me, not from within me. I relied on other people to make me feel that I was worthy. People pleasing often comes from wanting acceptance, kindness. It's a learned behavior. It's a way to feel safe, loved, and included. And those are important. But the problem is that you keep seeking it from somebody outside. And the cost is high. Because everybody's on their own life path. And I never really realized that. So in my work environment, it was always about, am I doing what everybody else needs? Am I making everybody else happy? And if somebody came in and they weren't in a good space, I immediately assumed I'd done something. Because without realizing it, you slowly give up who you are to become who you think you want others to be so that they'll accept you. You stop trusting yourself. You start to take everything personally. And it's huge. Somebody comes in, they're not happy, they're not smiling. They maybe walk past you in thought, didn't greet you, and your immediate reaction is like, why didn't they greet me? What have I done? And you abandon yourself to avoid rejection. And when you start taking things personally, it becomes really tiring. Because you're basically taking on everybody else's energies. Everybody's on their own life path. Everybody's in a different place. You don't know what happened that morning in the traffic, at home, just where they're at. Maybe they're just tired. But because I needed the validation from outside, I was actually putting a lot of pressure on other people, because if they didn't feel good, I didn't feel good. And that is very hard for both of you. And what changed everything for me has been my journey of learning self-acceptance. Learning that I'm okay. Learning that I need to like and love and accept myself. And that's when other people do. And maybe people don't. Not everyone's going to like you. And that's not failure. Maybe you don't get on with everybody. Maybe there really is that odd person that you don't connect with. But on the whole, you connect with everybody and you're good. But the people who truly matter will love you for who you are, not for who you perform as. And in my home environment, my husband's always loved me, he's always accepted me. But in my work environment, so long as I was always performing really well, getting the accreditation from everybody else, getting the acknowledgement from everybody else, that gave me my self-worth. That made me feel, okay, I'm okay. That was acceptance for me. Because I never loved and accepted myself. And the reality is, when other people come in, their reactions belong to them. Their moods, their triggers. and issues. They're not your responsibility. But then neither is it their responsibility to make you feel better. They don't know that's their job. Nobody knew they had to make me feel better. It was just something that I was expecting. Because I didn't love and accept myself. And when you stop people pleasing, something beautiful happens. You become gentler with yourself. And that is huge. You judge yourself less. You stop carrying a blame that was never yours. And I used to carry everybody's blames, and I still do. Sometimes, it's human. Somebody's not happy, somebody's not in a good space. And actually recently this week at work, I went through that where suddenly there was a shift in energy. Somebody that's always spoken to me a lot and chatted a lot, suddenly she was totally focused on somebody else. I don't know why, but she was. But for the first time, I could honestly sit there and I thought, okay, have I said anything or have I done anything? And I thought, no. They're obviously on some place or going through some things, or maybe things aren't great at home. I don't know. They're on their path. But I don't need them to give me my self-worth and my happiness. And for the first time, I could honestly sit and let them be and do and say who they were and what they were without it affecting me emotionally or hurting me. Or I just sat there and I thought they busy with their own stuff. But what it did show me was that I've actually come a long way from where I was years ago. And I still work on myself every day. I still grow. And when these things come up, I look at them and I go, well, where am I at? But then you've also got to give yourself the acknowledgement that actually all the work you have been putting in has paid off. And I do it for me. Not to be liked, not to be approved of, not to feel better about myself. Because choosing yourself isn't selfish. It's how you come home to yourself. It's being able to say, I am enough exactly as I am. And the biggest thing, especially for me, is to become gentle with yourself and to judge yourself less. And to stop carrying the blame that's not yours. And realize that everybody is on their own path. Everybody's learning. Everybody's growing. Everybody's doing the best that they can. And so are you. But stop being a people pleaser. Stop giving yourself up, hoping that people will then accept you and for who you are. Because the biggest thing is you need to accept you for who you are. So what I'd like you to do, please, is to write in the comments today. What is the one thing that you would like to change about people? Are you a people pleaser? Or what is the one thing you'd like to change for you in this whole journey? So please hit the like button. It tells me whether this video resonated with you. If there's other topics you'd like to hear about, then please put it in the comments below. Remember to hit the subscribe button. It really helps my channel. The like button, pressing it really helps my channel. And hit the notification button because it'll tell you when I release new videos. And I release videos almost every day, shorts, questions that I will ask you during the week. Just to keep reiterating where you're at and where you're going. To stop being a people pleaser. Thank you for taking this time to join me in this video, for being with me. And enjoy your day and a time of loving yourself and accepting yourself exactly as you are. Bye.